Have you ever noticed that the news almost always shows something negative? Why is that? It's because people have something called negativity bias. We care a lot more about when something bad happens than when something good happens. The reason for this is because our brains are wet computers and their one and only job is keep you alive. And back when we were living in caves and all that stuff, something bad happening was a lion ate somebody. That's bad. We want to make sure that we do not get eaten by a lion. Something good happens was I woke up today. This is like, that's pretty nice I woke up today. But this, we need to make sure we pay attention to that. Do not get eaten by the lion. Now, in our day-to-day life, none of us are getting eaten by lions. But it looks like this. Let's say you give a presentation at school and somebody laughs. Or you make a post and somebody leaves a mean comment. Or you ask that girl or that guy out and they reject you and make fun of you. That is a lot of emotions. That's like, man, I'm going to just give up. Nobody likes me. I'm a failure. We start saying these sorts of things because negativity bias means our brains pay a lot more attention to the negative than it does to the 3 people who said, I like this guy's YouTube video. I like your presentation. I think you're handsome. I think you're cute. Our brain pays more attention to this than it does to this. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why that is and what can we do about it. Because obviously, think about how great your life would be if instead of focusing on all the people who say no, we start focusing on the people who say yes. Imagine how good life would be if instead of saying, I failed a test, so I'm a failure, instead we say, I failed a test, so this is an opportunity for me to learn, for me to get better, for me to improve. Now the first thing is this. Negativity bias, that's just hardwired into our brains. You're born with it. It's a thing that is physically in there. So it's not that we need to remove that. It's not that we need to think the world is all sunshine and rainbows. It is instead that we need to learn how to redirect our attention. Because, as many of you have heard before, where attention goes, energy flows. And we spend most of our life putting our energy on all the negative things, on the people who say no, the job that didn't hire us, the college that didn't accept us, all the things that go wrong. But what we need to do is learn to shift our attention to what can go right so that where our energy goes, where our attention goes, our energy flows. Let me get a sip of water. It's really hot out here. So, what should you be doing? Take a look at your life and notice where are you surrounding yourself with negative things. That might be conversation with certain people. It might be certain environments. It might be you're listening to really sad music or movies. Don't judge yourself. Just look at your life honestly and say, this is what I'm surrounding myself with. If I surround myself with movies, music, and shows and conversations about people cheating on each other, no wonder I think people are going to cheat on me. I'm surrounding myself with that. So instead, once we've identified what is holding us back, we let go and we replace it with something that's going to move us forward. Instead of listening to music and TV shows that are just negative drama and people cheating on each other, watch some movies about happy marriages, or watch some movies about the zero to hero stories such as Rocky or Spider-Man or whatever. Anything that is more positive and uplifting, we start to surround ourselves with that. And over time, we will see more of it because that's what our attention is focused on. It's like people who wake up in the morning and they're like, today's going to be a bad day. And then they start finding things that make it a bad day. Whereas you have somebody who wakes up and says, the sun is shining. It's going to be a good day today. And they're on their way to work. Both people get stuck in traffic. The person who says today's going to be a bad day, ah, man, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm going to be late to work. My boss is this, blah, blah, blah. Ah. But then you have the other person who says, you know what? I'm stuck in traffic. It is what it is. Let me call my mom and tell her I love her. Let me check in on my wife and kids. Let me, I don't know, put on a YouTube video until traffic starts moving. Let me do something positive. Let me just make a quick TikTok video in my car saying how good it is to be alive. I don't know what you're going to do, but you get the point. And by changing what we put our attention on and changing what we surround ourselves with, we start to change what we see around us. Because people, when they wake up and they say today's going to be a bad day, they look for reasons that make it a bad day. Unconsciously. You do it without even knowing you're doing it. Whereas somebody who wakes up and they say, today's going to be a good day, they look for reasons that make it a good day, regardless of if they're doing it on purpose or not. They look around and they see, today it's sunny, my friends, I'm healthy, I got some money in my bank account, I just got promoted at work, I passed my test, the girl I asked out, we got a date next week, whatever it is for you. And over time, even though negativity bias will still exist, even though your brain is going to naturally have more emotions that pop up when a bad thing happens, even though that's still going to happen, in your day-to-day life, you start to see less of the negative and more of the positive because your brain has been reconditioned to look for that. And this is a bit of a long process. You don't just do it one day and then see results tomorrow. But what you can do is wake up and say, today's going to be a good day. And notice how different things are. Notice, I felt a little bit better. I felt a little bit more happy. I see a little bit of result. The more you do it, the bigger the results you see. And over time, your life completely changes. Now, this can be a hard thing to do, which is why I offer one-on-one coaching. If you want that, links in the description. I will help you to improve your mindset, help you to realize that, yeah, life might have challenges. It might be difficult. You might be stressed out. Your girlfriend might have broke up with you. You might be going through some hard times. But things can get better, as cliche as that sounds. They get better when we choose to find reasons that make it better. When we choose to stop focusing on the negative and start looking at the positive. When we choose the life that we want. And you have that choice. You're able to make that choice at any moment. It's just so much around us convinces us that you don't have a choice. You have to live this way. You have to do this because your skin is a certain color, because you come from a certain background, because you do or don't have a certain degree, because you do or don't have certain connections. You have to do this. But no, you don't. You can make the choice to see the life in front of you. You can make the choice to start creating the life that you want. You can make the choice to start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You can start to make the choice to see a way through the storm instead of just sitting down and letting the storm rain on your parade. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And again, if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, to book me as a guest on your podcast, or to speak at your school or organization, all the links are in the description below. Have a good one.